In ancient times, the sacred mountain was sealed by the dwarf titans with 5 powerful.
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has two things about it. One, it's filled with golds and diamonds. And there is some kind of weird magic.
What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today it's Wednesday, and it's the Lucky Miner Day, as you know. So, welcome, everyone, and I want to thank right off the bat to Althork for rating us right before the show started, and I hope that your stream went well and you had all fun together. And I'll be shouting out to everyone that has joined us now. We received a lot of messages, so thank you for joining. And Givesh, how are you doing today?
Um, it's fine. Nothing bad. But yeah. How are you, Bruno?
I'm good. I'm excited for today. Today it's the Lucky Miner show, so it's one of my favorite days of the week. And I want to welcome everyone that has already joined us now. We've got Noble RK, we've got 322 confirmed, MLD Tech, Wicked U2, Slater Raid, how you doing, fam? Breezy75, Philip Light, we've got Huddle Hill, OG Shakespeare in the house, Vox Machina Studios as well, Alf Thork himself, Econart, Fred and Ferds, which, by the way, I heard very good things about yesterday. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend as it was very late on my end, but I've got really, really good feedback that it was a massive fun event. I wish I was there. We've got also Musketeon here, Turbomodex, Lessier Trier, and I think I've named it all. We got also, no, my bad. It still goes. We've got Bad Hornet in the house as well. Rad Condad, how you doing today? And we've got, I think we've greeted everyone. We got Wapax and the Sugar Cubes. Welcome, everyone. We hope that you're ready to get some mining action. So I hope that you brought your pickaxes with you because today it's all about mining and about giving those 10 prizes to you as we usually do every Wednesday. So Gilesh, today it's all about mining. So I'm not sure if you already have that Wheel of Fortune ready. We're going to start it already. Thank you, Ratk, on that. We're doing good. We're building steadily as usual, keeping those weekly updates for you and, well, bringing the mining game to the sandbox. And hopefully, we'll be launching it soon as we've pretty much completed and finished this experience. Right now, it's a matter of playtesting it as much as we can and getting through all of that review process that you probably know how it works. So, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's see how many we have 16 responses filled in for general, and we've got 12 for pickaxe owners. So I think we should start with general one because we've got everyone to join in. So let's start with that one. What do you think?
All right. Yeah. Sure.
All right. So let's do a quickly recap while we do this Wheel of Fortune, spinning the wheel, and let's get into what happened during this week on the Pickaxe Master. So there was a bug that we found in the trade logic. We can explain it afterwards. Once we get some prizes and we go there to look what was happening. And actually, what we find out is that there was a way. It's not actually rigged the game, but if a player, out of his non-experience, might do certain actions that would affect him negatively in his gameplay experience, and we did not want that to happen. So again, we had to get all of that logic part, create some new iterations, move some things around so that they're not breakable. And we just did a lot of tests, and actually it was non-conventional way we did it because it did not make much sense, but it worked. So like, if it works, it's not dumb. But yeah, it was basically just changing a bit of the timing of the events. And on GameMaker 0.7, as you know, we do not have timed events. So we have to work with the death delay between messages, and all of that configuration that's possible on 0.7. One thing that we were discussing inside here is that with timed events, we'll be able to put up logic in a much easier way. So with the timed event and all of those sub-events, if you want to trigger a chain logic, now that you can actually know that all the timings of the events will be timed and go in a certain order without being broken, it just makes easier to make much more complex types of logic. So I'm pretty sure that most of you are very excited about this. I remember a lot of feedback was about having that timer. I was like, okay, timer is cool, but what's all this fuzz about the timer? And then looking how it actually makes everything much easier in a logic point of view, it's like, now I understand what you guys talking about. It makes a lot of sense. Also, Alfdark, if you're still around here, I did post a question in or something in your chat, and I think you might have not noticed. So I've been hearing myself. I do listen to a lot of podcasts. Whenever I'm driving, usually I don't listen to music anymore. I just take that time just to listen to podcasts and just to get some learning myself as I am driving. And usually I take that time to listen to game dev podcasts, which I feel like it's my journeys driving the car just become completely different. Otherwise, I was just trying to how do you call it, zapping between radio stations, just trying to get a cool song so I could jam and vibe with while I was driving. And now I'm just driving and listening to people talking about game dev, and I love it because we love being game devs here. And one of the things that most of them talk about is Dungeons and Dragons. So there's a lot of podcasts going around it, Dungeons and Dragons. And yes, I do recommend. There's one I listen to which one of those, which is UserWise. Actually, something happened to their page. I'm not sure because it went down. I'm kind of, they're already back. Perfect. So let me get to UserWise podcasts. They have amazing podcasts here. And this one do not speak particularly about Dungeons and Dragons. They invite people from all around game dev that goes from marketing, player retention, starting your own studio, finding your partner, how to get tools, advertisements, marketing, maintaining your economy. There's a lot of stuff about game economy, which I personally love. So let me post here the link. If you're trying to get yourself some really cool stuff to listen to, I avidly recommend Userwise. That's a really great podcast that I try to listen to every new episode that comes out. And looks like we're ready to spin that wheel, so let's do it. And the question I wanted to ask you, Alfdork, is, so I've been studying a lot regarding character skills, progression, and regarding, it was character skills and character classes, which is something very, very, very common on Dungeons and Dragons layouts and settings. So if you have some free time, I would love to go through your ideas. What do you think about skill progression and characters in terms of races like tank, healer, DPS, all that stuff? So if you have some time, I'd love to discuss some ideas with you. So Ian, you're asking for the link. I just posted here very shortly. I'm going to highlight it really fast so you can see here. Oh, this went really up here. And there's plenty of podcasts out there that have amazing content. If you're a game dev, you sure should be listening to what other game devs are doing. And sometimes you would get some really good inspirations. Like you will not always hear a game dev that's talking about the same topic or the same genre all the time. You'll be listening to one that's talking about free-to-play. And into free-to-play, they're talking about mobile. And when they're talking about mobile, they're talking about first-person shooter. There could be another person that's talking about PC games, and they're talking about RPG, and they're talking about, for example, a subscription system. There's so many things around it. So that's the link. But today, I'll be talking more about it if you want later on. We've got the Wheel of Fortune ready to spin and get the first lucky miner. So let's do it. And we got Mudduck in the house.
Let's shuffle and let's spin.
All right, let's spin. I'll hit you in the DMs to know what's your schedule and see if we can get some 30 minutes just to talk about a bit about RPG type of stuff. That I know that you're into that kind of things. And for the first lucky miner of the day, we're going to get Mosquito, I would say, it seems.
It looks like it.
It does look like it. And welcome, characters. How you doing? Welcome, Yoleli and Thomas over YouTube. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope that you're ready for some good prizes here, as today it's all about mining. This is the Lucky Miner Show. Usually we streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Being the Wednesday one, the Lucky Miner stream, which is all dedicated to mining. So that's what we'll be doing today. Mining and giving pickaxes. So, Ivash, you're confirming right now if Mosquito has a pickaxe, correct?
Correct.
Or
it does have a wooden pickaxe.
All right.
So we do have to shuffle one?
Yes, we do have to shuffle one. So the wooden pickaxe is the lowest tier of the pickaxe NFTs that we have got. Right now, it does not have any utility, but it will in the future. So right now, we do have the general mining tier, which if you have a silver or a gold pickaxe, you're entitled to enter into that play to earn mining league. There's the master mining league, which if you have ruby or a diamond pickaxe, which are epic and legendary NFTs, you're also eligible to participate on that mining tier. And when we go, this is the warm-up season, so it's like, even I would say it's not even a season 0. It's like even before that, like this is the first OG Genesis things of it all. And when we started for season 1, there will also be the beginner mining tier, which will include the prop pickaxes, which in this case right now we do have the wooden and the iron pickaxe. Stay tuned for that, as we will keep growing and introducing more and more mining leaderboards into the future. And nonetheless, with crafting, when we get able to put up crafting, that will also be part of it. We got a 1 here. Okay. So, which means you'll be getting yourself an iron pickaxe today. So, Mosquito, I'm going to take these notes. Iron pickaxe, and what would you choose to be mining? Here we go. Also, while we do this, I want to get over today's stone. Oh, did you know that's going to be one chance? Stone does take 5 hit points from your pickaxe, and the iron pickaxe does only have 5. So please, everyone, send good luck here to Mosquito, as this is going to be one shot only. It's 50-50, prize or non-prize. What will we be getting?
All right.
Here we
Let's see.
go. Good luck, Mosquito. Let's see what we're going to get from here.
It will drop drown.
I hope it will be a prize.
Me too. Education.
Educational stone. Not this time. Better luck next one. And we're just going to see if we get the message saying that the pickaxe is broke. And we got the new message now, which is, remember this place. Next time you mine this type of material, the resource will drop here. As we found out that sometimes it might be confusing. And we added even one extra message here, which says the drops from mining aren't active now. So this is just to say that if you're mining and you're always getting this message, sometime you'll read what's written in there. And you might be a new player and you don't know why you're not being able to mine. And these messages will actually help you to, oh, okay, the drops from mining are not active now. You need to get a new pickaxe to enable them again. Go to the Iron Kith village and complete more quests to receive more pickaxes. And then the village near the waterfall, on my way. So now you know that if you keep repeating the same pattern of mining and not getting resources, there will be a time like, okay, I'm spamming E, I'm skipping all of these conversations, but like, hey, there's something off here. Something's not working. I should read what's happening here. And when you do so, the logic of the game is not active. I do need to get more pickaxes to keep going on. Hopefully that will make, especially for new users, a way to get it easier, to understand the game easier. And by the way, welcome, OneBox, welcome GoS. How you guys doing today? Get ready for some mining action. Also, another thing we fixed, and this was regarding the weekly recap, was the logic on the trade system. So I had a visit like 2 weeks ago from a friend, and we were just talking here, and actually had the game maker open. And it was like, hey, so this is the game you've been building? I was like, yeah, this is the game I've been building for almost a year. And it was like, hey, test it out. And he was just going around trying to play it. And when he got near the scale where that's the trade system, he started to attack the scale. I was like, why are you doing that? I was like, I don't know, I'm just doing. And he started actually to kill the logic that was there. And this is something that us as game devs would never do, because there's no reason to be attacking a scale. Actually, that was a way you could break the game, or you could break that part of the logic. I was like, okay, actually, this was a good tryout. Just trying to break the game by attacking random things. Maybe that's something we should do. Just try to attack NPCs and just try to attack things just to see if we can break the game. Oh, actually, we can kill that one. So if you kill that one, no quest for you. All right. Gibbage, what do you say we keep raffling more pickaxes?
For sure.
Today it's all about mining, and that's all we care today. Let's get it done. So for weekly recap, that's one of the things. It actually took some time because it's working on logic, especially when there's a chain of logic. It does get a bit complicated when you're trying to see what's not working, especially when there's multiple steps attached to it. So we just had to go over and over all the steps, all the points, to see what was actually the part of the logic that was causing that issue. And then again, testing and testing and testing to see if the changes actually updated and made and fixed that error. So right now we're raffling for, I did not even
Pickaxe
ask.
owners.
Pickaxe owners. Okay, perfect. So good luck, everyone. Let's see who gets to be the next lucky miner. OneBox is saying, first thing I do after I understand the logic, kill everything. That's a very good advice, I would say. And it looks like we're going to get Wapax as the next lucky miner. So congratulations, Wapax. You just got yourself to be one of the lucky miners. And let's take some notes here. And I'm pretty sure that Wapax has a gold pickaxe. But let's confirm it live as we usually do.
He does.
It does. Let's do it. All right, Wapax. Stone for Wapax. Okay. And we've got Wheel of Fortune in the way. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. So we're going to mine stone, and please, everyone, do write in good luck for Wapax so that he can get the most prizes, the most resources here from the Misty Mountain. Now, another thing that we actually also did during this week was to finish off all the assets that are part of this game. They're updated in Vox Edit, but they're not updated in the Game Maker. We're just waiting for the go, like all done, all set, you can update it. And then we can update all the assets and they will just gracefully update on the Game Maker. We don't even have to do anything because it's just an update on the assets, which is also...
Well, regarding the assets, only some needs updating, not all of them needs updating.
Yes. Well, just to say that we reviewed everything. By the way, your camera just went on.
Yeah,
and Philip
yeah.
Light is saying, my name disappeared from the list. So we do have two lists. One is for general, which is the one you can participate by typing here LFM and filling that form. And the second one is only for Pickaxe owners. And that one for Pickaxe owners is a form that's available in the private tab of our Discord that you actually need the role to access it. So in case you want to participate in the raffles for Pickaxe owners, you do need to get yourself a pickaxe that's at least common tiered in terms of rarity. While doing it so, you'll be able to get a role, and with that, you'll unlock access to private channels that only Pickaxe owners do have. And the sugar cubes is saying just... Oh, we got a silver nugget. Hell yeah, that's how we like to roll. So we're going for stone, and we just got ourselves the silver nuggets. And the sugar cubes is saying just realized the text pop-up for teleporting saying telesports. I don't mind some teleporting, but that's by mistake. So yes, it is by mistake. And that button will not be there on the final version. That's just a button. Some teleporting we actually did just to facilitate our life as game devs. That will not be there in the final version, don't worry. So yeah, we updated or we reviewed all the assets. They've been all set for approval, and that's one of the things that we'll do after once we got the go, which is to update everything in a map which needs an update. And yes, the game has been sent for reviewing into the GMF, which means that right now we've pretty much completed everything that we could do in here. There's something we've been experiencing which is quite odd. We have to share with you, and I'm not sure if any of you is experiencing the same thing, but here it goes. So as you know, we've been doing a lot of optimization, and we had last Friday basically most of the stream was dedicated on giving tips on how to optimize the map, and we're talking about face counts. We're discussing or giving examples on how many assets we have in this game and how much faces do we totally have in the game. So we've been explaining how to change, how to keep the map well decorated while trading some assets with more faces for other with less, and how it still looks good with that change. And statistically, we know mathematically that we've been dropping the number of assets and the number of face count that exists on this map. For some time, we would see the RAM usage and we would see the frames per second. So the RAM usage dropping and the frames per second increasing, which, okay, we're going in the right direction. That's what we want to do. That's where we want to go. But for a couple of weeks, we keep optimizing and deleting stuff from the map, but it feels like it's getting slower and slower. Not slower, actually, but we're getting less frames per second. And we do not understand why does that happen. Like, okay, we have less stuff, we have less faces. Why do we keep decreasing?
Our
the pickaxe just broke.
Just broke, yeah.
Okay. So let's take note on that. Wopax, congratulations. You just got yourself a silver nugget that's worth the 0.2 cent. And not only you'll be receiving this one in your wallet after the stream, but also you'll be ranking in several different leaderboards. And one box is saying, if I'm not mistaken, you were the very first sub of mine. When the land publishing and I have the IC experience done, is this IC for impossible contests? You are going to have a special spot in the map, Easter egg type of thing, that only you can access. That's pretty cool. That's pretty rad. Okay, so we also did. Hey, Gibash, you know what? I'm ready for mine again. Like today, it feels like most of the times we do make some sort of gap in between mining, and we do not mine as much as we could during the stream. Let's revert that impossible challenges. Thank you. Let's revert that tendency, and let's keep mining and let's keep raffling. So we just got one for general. We just got one for pickaxe owners. Let's do the third one for general back again. And Philip Light, as you can see, your name should be here again on this one. Yep, there it is.
All right, so I have everyone. Let's shuffle and let's spin.
Let's spin. Let's go. All right. So now regarding also content, we're talking about podcasts as well. We also did a thread on Twitter, which I would love to go with you as well. So we've been blessed with this amazing community around the sandbox, which does give. Oh, we're going to get a diamond pickaxe. I'm sorry, I have to make a break on this because we're going to get Bad Hornet here, and Bad Hornet is one of the very few owners of a diamond pickaxe. Let's see if he's around here. Here it is. Hell yeah. All right. We've got SSK Wolf in the house. Been a long time. How you doing? We've got Tempest Studios in the house as well. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. And by the way, that's the experience you did just to try out all of the VFX. That's a very good experience, and thank you for putting that out. J-Dog, welcome. How you doing today? You know the deal. Freestyle. Okay, Bad Horn wants to do freestyle. I'm going to give my own input on this, so the freestyle will be mainly based out of gravel and stone, just for the sake of time consumption during the stream, because right now we do have 500 hit points and we have to spend them. Everyone, please send good luck to Bad Hornet, and let's see how much prizes and how much resources we can mine here in the Misty Mountain. And while we do that, I just wanted to get also over this post. So we've been blessed, like I was just saying, we've been blessed by this amazing community that revolves around the sandbox. And if we've come to a point that it feels that we also should give back more in terms of knowledge of what we have experienced from our own experience on building on the sandbox ecosystem, on the game maker, on Vox Edit, or just generally creating a game or a brand as well. So I want to shout out to Althork here, and I want to shout out to Cyber Dragon that have been putting a lot of tutorials out there for everyone to learn from. And I have to personally say that the Pickaxe Master would have taken no way. We got a white diamond. Congratulations. Hey. This is something we do not see every day. We got a white diamond. So not the first one, the second one, white diamond. That's 16 cents just right there. Hell yeah. I have to say that this is already a big winner. So diamond pickaxe, we're going for stone and gravel. I'm just going to put it like this. And we're doing this for Bad Hornets.
Silver nugget.
Hey, so let me put white diamond first. You're claiming so much prizes, I don't even have time to write them down. Okay, I like this. I like the way this is going. Gibbons is in a good mood today. He feels generous. And the Misty Mountain does feel sheared, I have to say. Hey, let's keep it going. We are at, so Bad Hornet is already going for those top places in the mining leaderboard for sure. And while we keep mining, hopefully we keep giving back more value. I think it was a good analogy. And like we're saying, we're giving a shout out to Cyber Dragon Althorp for putting those tutorials out there. And personally, we learned a lot from them. So we would have not taken the same road if those tutorials were not there. So that information for every creator, every builder in the ecosystem is very important. And I have to say that at least ourselves, we're very grateful to have such beautiful and talented people to be putting that information out there. So we started to make some, for example, last Friday stream, we were talking and discussing about map optimization. We're talking how assets affect your experience as well. We wanted to also to put out some of our own personal experience that could also be helpful to you as a creator or someone that's having fun on the Vox Edit and wants to build your own experience to be featured on the Sandbox map. So we did a thread on the Twitter, and I just want to get with you while we're mining in here. So I'm just going to read it out loud, and I'm going to share the link here if you have not saw it yet. So here it is, the link, and we can go through together. And it goes like this. Are you a builder in the Sandbox game or planning to start? We compiled for you.
Nugget.
We got a gold nugget? Hell yeah. I even heard like a sound like a biddy. Was that you?
It was my phone.
He
Telling
knows
that
what's
it needs
happening.
power.
Hey, so gold nugget, it's 1 cent. White diamond is 16 cents. And we've got a silver ingot, that's 0.2 cents. So right now we're sitting at 17.2 cents on this one. I like the way this is going. So back again to the thread. We compiled for you the best lessons we learned after 1 year of building on the Game Maker, the thread. Actually, we did post one of those that are not actually linked directly with the Game Maker, but hey, it's also a good advice and it works outside the Game Maker. So 1, explore your idea. Before placing your first voxel or block, you should give extra time for your idea to mature. Make lists of inspirations, features, and things you would love to have in your experience. So exploring this first topic, before we actually started to do the Pickaxe Master, there was a lot of brainstorm going into it in terms on how it was going to be played, how it would work. For example, even just for the drop probabilities, there was spent, I would say, even months just doing calculations and studies on other games and other genres to see what was doing out there and what would be possible, especially when you're trying to implement something as new as play to earn. So you do even have to put an extra effort on there, because if on very established economies, it's something that most game devs struggle with, on a new type of economy, it's something that it even requires more and more attention to it. So regarding that, before you start to build on the Game Maker, explore your idea, put it on a paper, because one thing is being in your head, and there's a maximum or a limit that you can think in abstract in your head. Once you actually get on the paper and you can look on the things you've written, on the ideas that you're getting, 1, you're not having that, let's call it processing power on your brain, just trying to remember all your ideas. They're actually noted down, so you can free up that space to think on something else. That's something that helps very, very much. And after you see it, and now that you freed up some mental space, you can add layers, you can add things on top of it, because you distance yourself from the idea and you're able to actually see it. And once you do that, you can see things on perspective. You can see things that you're not seeing, or you can see things that are a bit too complicated or might not work. The way that we designed this, we did not take into consideration what were the Game Maker capabilities. Because if we did so, we might have gotten demoralized or demotivated, because what we wanted to do was not possible. Silver Nugget. It was not possible with the given features. But having plans and having to think on a different way. So we knew what we wanted to do. We wanted to do a mining game. We knew how we wanted those mechanics to work, and we knew the probabilities we wanted to add on those. Also regarding the consumables as well. Another
Another
one.
silver nugget. Yeah.
So we come ourselves with the idea. The idea is very stable. We got it all noted down. Everything makes sense. But now we do need to translate it into a game in the game maker. That when we found the first issues, because okay, this is what we currently have.
Silver ore.
Okay, perfect. Now we know, okay, this is what's currently available for us to work on, and this is our idea. And it's like the idea and the features and game maker and what it's possible. So I'm going to keep going here. And number 2 is write down your idea. I think we're ready to come over here. And while writing down your idea, you are able to actually draw things and find your core loop. So if you're making a game, one of the most important things about making a game is finding your core loop and sticking to it. Make sure that it works and it's fun. Once you are able to identify what's your core loop, then you can build around it and you can add extra things to it. But you always have in mind that your game is about this core loop. And when I say core loop, I'm not talking about theme, because you can have a core loop and then you can mask it as any theme as you want. For example, the Pickaxe Master, we have an RNG system, we have a consumable hit point system. So instead of mining, we could be sawing trees, we could be fishing, we could be, I don't know, anything actually that revolves around a consumable and getting rewards out of RNG. So the theme could be anything.
Macbeth has a question.
Oh, we have a fun fact time. Okay, let's put a stone into this topic and we will review it after we got the fun facts. So, fun fact time. China's is the world's largest producer of what? A. Aluminium. B. Lead. C. Tin. D. Manganese. And E. Zinc.
I'm not sure also.
That's a tough one.
I don't know. For me, it feels like maybe aluminium, because it's really useful everywhere, and maybe they are using it too.
I would remove lead. Lead, I don't think they are. Tin, not sure.
Oh, silver ore.
Silver ore, okay. Probably we've got some people Googling right now that answer, or just asking ChatGPT, hey, come on, tell me. Non-stooped, welcome, how you doing? So I did not take notice on that, so silver ore multiplied by 3. This is being a very, very good mining session. Indeed. Cannot wait to get on the next miners as well and distribute all this loot to everyone. So I would go with aluminium as well. It does make sense. They do have they're one of the world's biggest producers, if not the biggest. And aluminium is just one of those most used materials, resources.
Though I'm also thinking about manganese, so I think that it's really needed material for maybe some processes, and maybe they are just really having a lot of it. So I'm between those two. Another silver ore.
Another silver ore. Let's go. It feels like Bad Hornets is going to rank in some of these leaderboards. So for gold nuggets, he's not the first, but there's only 2 miners there. For white diamond, there's 2 as well. And as you know, now we've got the best miner prizes too. So in top of what you'll be receiving here during the stream on the warm-up season, you'll be adding up the general and the master mining rewards, and also best miner rewards. And in top of all of that, there's the clan rewards. So you're going to be ranking and getting prizes from a lot of places. And we got another silver ore.
Yeah, 1 more.
Just to state, we've got the prize pool right now is over 1,000 sand already. In case you're wondering like how much prizes are being distributed on this mining season. A non-stupid is asking, still 3 frames per second? Yes. The game alone is already very heavy, but it works perfectly if you're not streaming. But in this case, we're just not streaming. We're actually streaming. We're getting our cameras as well. And there's a lot of stuff that's consuming RAM and processing power. So it does get a bit slow as well. So what is the value of a silver ore? So each silver ore is worth 0.1 cent. And Bad Hornet already has 5. So that's half a cent right there. And Mukdak, I have to say, I'm pretty curious with what's the answer for the fun facts. And speaking in fun facts, Friday, we have a special event regarding the fun facts. It will be a quiz that will be made in the Discord server. It's on a tab that's currently private, but it will be made up public when the event goes live. And all you gotta do is be there. You do not need to be a Pickaxe owner to participate. It's just about knowledge. So if you do want
one more silver ore,
and Mukdak is saying all options are correct. So everyone's a winner on this one.
So they basically China is biggest producer of all of them.
Yep. I
Okay.
would not expect. So aluminium, lead, tin, manganese, and zinc. Mukdak,
Okay,
thank you for the fun
that's
fact.
that's a tricky one.
He likes to put some curveballs on us. They're like, haha, gotcha. And the ball just like went the other way. So next Friday, there's going to be a special stream that will be having this quiz competition challenge about the fun facts. It will be a 25 question. It will go as 50 seconds per question. And you got to be into that Discord page so that you're fast enough to be one of the first to answer. And the fastest you can answer the correct answer, and not just an answer too many times, you'll be ranking more points than the other users. And
Silver ore is on fire.
It is.
Well, not at least now on fire, but when ready to smelt, yeah.
I love the puns. What's the score right now? He's asking. So, white diamond, that's 16 sand. Silver nugget, 3 times, that's 0.6. Gold nugget, that's 1 more sand. Silver ore multiplied by 7, that's 0.7. So total high score, let me just add real fast in here. So I can give it to you. And it's about 18 cents dot 3. That's already winning.
One more silver ore.
Okay, so dot 4. Okay, this is going really, really neat. So next Friday, you already know, there's going to be a Learn to Earn type of event. Be here. We'll be streaming that tab while it's happening live, and we'll be commenting how the leaderboard is evolving while you do participate and put those correct answers that are based on all the fun facts or the coolest fun facts that have been posted here on this show on the Lucky Miner by Mukdak. So put that free time on your agenda, on your calendar. It's going to be a different type of event that we have ever done. And I think it's going to be a super cool one. So I cannot wait to get on Friday and just join us. Also, it will be my birthday, so you can hear it and just say happy birthday as well.
Oh, wow.
Double special events. All right. So coming back to the Twitter post, they were talking about some topics. And we were just talking about finding the core loop and thematics, as thematics is not a core loop. So core loop is just a game mechanic that you've built, and you can keep repeating that over time. So this is the game. It's how you play. You can think as Monopoly, for example. I think it's a game that everyone relates or knows or heard about. So Monopoly, you go there, and the core loop is about to buy property that you can then later on the game start to rent those properties to players that pass by. And the goal is for a player to get richer than the other ones. That's the core loop of Monopoly, and it's been working for almost 100 years. For example, chess, which is the ultimate strategy game because there's no luck involved. The core loop is you've got these figurines that have different type of movements. There's this set of rules, and the goal is to knock down the opponent's king piece. That's the core
Uh,
loop. You can play it again and repeat it, and that's just the core loop. Yes, Givesh?
well, would you say chess does not have any luck element?
It doesn't. There's only one, actually, which is who starts first.
Um, that's true, but I would also say that there is a chance of luck that your opponent will not understand your tactics, or at
That's not
least
luck. That's skill. If he does
mm,
not understand your tactics, you're not lucky. You have skill. You have a skill that your opponent does not have.
okay,
That's
okay.
there's like a very huge community of board gamers and other silver nuggets that consider the chess as the game. Like you cannot true excellence in gaming in board game. That's chess. There's nothing more solid and as old as chess. Maybe there's other ones. For example, I can think on what's the name of that game? It's a Chinese one, very very old as well.
Go
Go.
with white and black dots on the round table.
Oh yeah, no, not that one.
No, no, not okay.
God damn it! I'm missing the name right now of that game. It has the four wings, like the four tails of the dragon. Mahjong, Mahjong. Usually, even used to have that on Windows, on old Windows 95 and 98. You have the old Mahjong, but it was a different version. That's actually not how how it's played. That's just some sort of different iteration. But again, it's about core loop of the game. So once you find your core loop, now you're ready to get into implementing it. And what happened to us is that the core loop that we had for our game, it did not match with the resources available on the game maker. And I have to say, luckily, we went through that path because we had to come with a creative solution and how to make the game work as we wanted to be. And I remember Boss Killer, which is the programmer in the team, he stated so many times, like, Bruno, that's not possible to do. Like, you cannot do that on the game maker. And I was like, no, man, we got to keep trying. We've got to think like, okay, what do we need to do? Okay, we need to send a message from here to here. But there's no way we can do it directly. I was like, okay, let's find a way then. We do not do it directly. But that's going to make so much trouble. That's going to be such a work. I was like, but is it possible? Can we make it? I was like, I don't know. Let's try it. And well, it was a process of trying and seeing what were the results, trying to improve it, and many steps. Like that's impossible. It's like, okay, let's think on a way to make it possible. Until we actually reach a place like, hey, this is working. This is actually working as we wanted, and the impossible actually turned possible. So that's the second thing I would say regarding the game maker is that when you're designing a game, do not limit your game by the possibilities of the game maker because the game maker is evolving itself. So if you're limiting your game to what's possible today, then you might not be doing the game that you wanted to do tomorrow because in the future, those features might be available. So that would also be the recommendation is just design the game that you actually want it to be and then adapt it. For example, for this game, we need wallet integration to actually have the play to earn ecosystem running. But while we do not have wallet integration in game, which will enable in-game purchases and for you to claim prizes in game as well, we do have to come with the creative solution in the meantime. And that's where these mining seasons will be some sort of middle seasons until we actually get into the final form of what will be the Pickaxe Master in terms of a game concept, as in terms of the game loop, and in terms of the mining seasons, how they will be. Because, for example, I'm going to state out this example. We've seen all these seasons happening in the sandbox where they're giving out 50,000 sand, 100,000 sand on each experience. And I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, this is pretty cool to promote a project. You're doing some sort of giveaway. But in the long term, and we got another silver nuggets, in the long term, how will you be able to sustain your economy if you're always putting these amount of huge prizes out there and there's no inputs on your economy? So it does feel like it's going to reach some sort of threshold on the amount of prices that we'll be able to put in. So in order to have a stable, at least in our opinion, of course, to have a stable play to earn economy, there's a need to have a balance between the inputs and the outputs. Without the balance of those, it will be imbalanced in each section. So if there's more input than outputs, the players will feel demotivated as they're not getting enough output from the game. And if there's too much outputs rather than inputs, then the game will be affected as it will not have enough resources to sustain that amount of output that it's getting, compared at least to the inputs. So those are two factors that you really need to take into consideration when building an economy for a game, especially a play-to-earn type of economy. So designing your final game and then adapting your way through there, I would say it's the best, because in the end, you're building the game you actually want and you're not conditioning yourself. You're just adjusting to the time frame and what the features that are available currently. Now, going to the next point, which is plan A, plan B, and plan C. And it's exactly what we were just talking about. So we've got the plan A, which is the final goal for the game. But in the meantime, there's limitations. There's game maker limitations. There are security limitations. There's blockchain limitations. We have to go with plan B. And we also have plan C. So we know that, okay, we do have a road to make. And we know there are several routes we can make to achieve that final form. Whenever we find ourselves with a problem, we know that we have different solutions we can approach, because we have thought of those while we were still game designing. So while we were writing down our ideas, we're like taking different routes on how the game could be approached. So whenever you find yourself with a problem, now you have the backup of your own planning on how to do different iterations on it, and actually how you can make a deviation, and then later on down the road, it actually meets again on the same point that you wanted. So that's another thing. Fourth, this is actually an advice I got from my old man a lot of times. Measure twice, build once. He was always saying this to me, like, hey, Bruno, if you want to get things done, like, measure twice and build once. Otherwise, you're building once, and then you're going to measure again, and you're going to build it again. So you're wasting double resources, double time. You're just not being as productive as you could be.
But
so having that said,
without experience, you don't know what to measure.
You don't know what to measure, of course. That will be something that you'll refine yourself, right? That's a skill that's being refined over time with experience. But even while doing so, if you do measure even out of your inexperience, if you look at things truly, like not for true, but through. God damn it, English. In beforehand, and I wanted to go into the next topic regarding this. Sometimes you might be designing one thing that's actually not the priority or the first thing you should be doing. And later on, when you're doing something else, you're like, oh, I should not have not built this way. And you have to redo a lot of things that you're already done. And I can imagine here, for example, until we find out the frames per second, and we actually add some real data for us to base on, we did not. The game is getting so laggy, by the way.
It does.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. But for example, if we already knew that feature of pressing Control F9 in beforehand, we knew that the decoration we were putting in the map was already over the top, that the game was not able to actually play as intended. So everything was taking a lot of time to actually happen. But again, we knew that there's going to be optimization patches. There's going to be optimization in the future. So this is a line like, okay, do we keep the game as slow as it is and wait for the engine to update and all the features to be optimized? Or what do we do? And we have to make some sort of in-between. As we all know, GameMaker 0.8 is going to take logic as some sort of physical component of the game, being just something that's running on the background. And in this example, it's going to be something that will, again, make the experience much lighter on the player end, and even on our end on these streams. It will just make the game much easier to play. But having that said, if we were to compromise the decoration on the map on the beginning because of that, then when we adapt, then we could add more decoration. So what happened to us is that we went over in and out of decoration process. So we already did a lot of decoration on 0.6, and then we discovered that it was getting unplayable, and we took a lot of decoration out. And then 0.7 came with load and distance, and now we can do more decoration again on the map, and we started to put more decoration. But then we figured it out, okay, now although the game is running smoothly while you're walking, when you're doing the logic, it has too many assets and it takes time to process, which again led us back to deleting more decoration. So I would say this as an example of measure twice and do once. So if we had the control F9 knowledge from the beginning, we had that guideline that we know that, okay, there's a threshold here that we cannot pass. So this would be a perfect example on how to make the measure twice and do once. And Lester Try is saying, hey guys, any news about map release will be available with version 0.8 of the Game Maker. So we do have some news, but we cannot share them. And yes, the map will later on be updated to 0.8. We have been asked not to do so, but it will be there. And actually, I cannot wait to update to 0.8 because it will be much faster. Everything will be much faster when we get to migrate that logic part outside of the game and just run in the back, I would say. Gibas, you want to just take a look down to the logic just to see what's happening down there? Really, really fast. See how much HP and what's happening, just to take a look. And this is also what we do during the live streams. We mine, and then we go down there just to look what's happening on the logic. So, I see that we have a message. We have 2 messages triggered by. Okay, let's see where they actually have ended. Okay, so we have 1 message, and this is the stuff that happens only during the streams. So outside the stream, we never get these messages, like ever. And then we get to the stream, and since things become slower, we do get these error messages, which is very annoying, we have to say. We have 2 separate things there to clean those messages. 2, like protection system, where you put 1 layer and then a second layer to delete. This is like, we have to make sure that these gets deleted. And just because we're on stream, it's not getting deleted on those times. But hey, it happens. I'm pretty sure that everyone that's watching this can comprehend the struggles we're facing in, as probably you face some of those as well. And welcome, Sir Dario. How you doing? It's been quite some time. And Sir Dario is making, also just to give a shout out here, he's making its own game on its own platform. He's developing alone. And Dan looks like he's going to make a visit there. I think that patch is not live yet, but you'll like it. I can imagine. Very, very busy. We're good. We're facing some troubles right here. Oh, did we just break the pickaxe?
Yep.
That was a long pickaxe to be broken, I have to admit. Hey, Bad Horn, congratulations. You just got yourself with a white diamond, 5 silver nuggets, 1 gold nugget, and 7 or 8 silver ores, I believe. But let's count that. So if I'm not mistaken, there's 18.8 sand total prizes for you today. So congratulations. The longest mining session. Yes, that's why we always recommend to mine stone whenever we got a diamond pickaxe. Otherwise, it's going to take some time to do this. Yeah, look at this vault right now.
It starts to seem like vaulty.
It does. If we had already the crafting ability, I can imagine the amount of stuff that he would be able to do.
Like first half of day you mine, the second half of day you refine.
Oh, by the way, you want to test if you can rig the logic? That's been fixed.
Let's try.
Like trying to put one in top of the other.
We will try.
Let's first count all of these that are here. And that's a white diamond. Okay, we have a gold nugget. Let's also leave it there. And one gold nugget, one white diamond.
All right. So yeah, one white diamond, one gold nugget, a 4 and then 8 silver ores, and 5 silver nuggets.
Okay, then my math are correct. So we've got, for Bad Hornets, a total of 18.8 cents today. Congratulations. Hope that you had fun, and you'll be receiving those prizes later on today in your wallet. So, Gibash, now I want you to try to rig that one. I know you tried it very hard, like all the time, on how to do it. Let's try
Not
it.
very hard, but just trying to some simple.
So as you can see, we have two resources there. What we're going to do, hey, there we go.
Yep.
Actually, you don't even need to, you don't even need to place it up there to trigger that. There we go. Now it's working, which means that now it does not replace the asset that you have. So if you bring close, it does not replace, like we used to have that bug, remember? Oh, you're trying with 2. I did not try that. You're getting me intrigued now. What's going to happen? Probably it's going to kill both. Yep. There's nothing we can do for that. God damn you, Gibash. And it's not your fault. Okay, I do believe there's nothing we can do, but why would the player even do that? Like stack his prizes there to not claim the prizes? Like there's already a protection system for 1. Like you're going to put 2 and rig that. Like this is rigging. This is playing the game badly on purpose. Like there's no player that's going to do this on purpose, by accident. Maybe we should put a warning sign, like only place 1 year at a time.
Maybe Dance Tremas can. I don't know. Maybe it could be, though it takes performance and logic, so we have to consider this. But just a detector. So if there is one already on the scale and you bring another one that then is screaming only 1 resource at the time, like just to keep the world integrity, like so that it would be like the game is telling me that I'm doing something wrong, not that sign that, I don't know, maybe some blind people will play. I don't know.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about sounds. So maybe when you enter here, it will trigger like a one time, like, hey, remember to put only 1 ore at a time. Otherwise, I'll be keeping the change. Some voice acting like this, just to get that feel. And you know what I would suggest, by the way, Gibash, is to restart the game maker before we do the second one as well.
Okay.
Okay, 1 box. Let me take a look. And it's not here. It's probably on Twitch. Making perfect circles with GameMaker 0.8. Okay. That's really a perfect circle. How did you do that? Just like nodes and tilting the asset until it looks like a perfect beans. Okay, so here's a link to 1 box tweet about making circles. Light behavior. Okay. Yeah, like the spotlight. That light behavior, if you can make that spotlight, it would be great for making some sort of aiming. Like, when you have those guns that have the red dots that help you to aim.
Bruno,
Because I'm
maybe you
looking.
can paste also this link in private chat. I cannot go see that link.
Oh, okay.
Really interested.
I'm going to send John DMs on Discord.
On Discord. Okay, I have it turned off right now. No, I don't have.
Like a flashlight. Yep. You're just making me remember what we're going to implement in this game on 0.8 with light behavior.
Well, it looks like this is subtractive lightning, and this is a sphere, though. Yeah, interesting.
There's a lot of things to be discovered. There's a lot of things to be played with Game Maker 0.8, and we have nowhere reached the limits of Game Maker 0.8. Oh, I was receiving a phone call. Okay, so Gibash, shall we restart the Game Maker so we can continue to mining?
Yeah, sure. So
you're just trying to.
Yeah, no worries.
Well,
it seems like everything worked fine. So yeah.
Except that one.
Well, it's always possible to rig it, I think. To break. Well, if there is a logic, you could like exploit that logic. Okay, so how should I do this? So yeah.
Take the screenshot, maybe.
Yep.
Okay. And while you do that, probably we can get another fun fact from MuckDuck. I know that usually we have around 3 fun facts. We're around 1 hour, so I think it could be a good timing to do one of those. And also, we're talking about the point number 4 on that thread, and it was measure twice and build once. So just to finish that topic, what we advise is for you to make lists. Like, okay, from my experience, and you already covered, you wrote down your idea, you found your core loop, and now, okay, where to start? And make a list of assets you're going to need, make like a draw or like mock-up of what would look the map lockout. So how do you want the map to look? And then you can also, for logic development, you can put also a list of things you need to add, type of functions, or how do you want to link stuff, and also quest design, what type of quest you want to do. And here it's connected to the next point, which is start from the beginning. And let's see first MuckDuck before we explore that other topic. So let's wait for MuckDuck so that he can give us one cool fun fact one more time. And by the way, for everyone that's watching us over YouTube, I'm going to copy here the link so that you can also see, because on Twitch, we do have a bot that helps us to get with the forums. Unfortunately, we do not have that on YouTube. So I'm going to paste here a link that gives you access to the general forum. And while MuckDuck posts, then maybe I'll go through the next topic, which was start from the beginning. So now you've wrote down your idea. You already find yourself what's the core loop. You already had a plan A, plan B, and plan C. You did a list of things you need to do regarding assets, quests, blockouts, map blockouts, and logic. And now you want to start. You have to start somewhere. Okay, now I'm going to make a pause, and actually now you got here the fun fact. And MuckDuck is asking, what is the biggest producer of nickel in the world? A, Russia, B, China, C, Brazil, and D, USA. And there's on the Discord, you can join in, and there's a multiple answer or a multiple form. You can type in your answer there. And nickel. I will go with no China. If it was China, it would be on the last one. So probably either Russia or USA.
Ooh, I did this wrong.
What happened?
So I took the screenshot, but I did not put it on display.
It's all good. Nickelback. That was from the USA for sure. I actually listened to a Nickelback song, the first single, the other day. I was like, damn, this was so many time ago. I remember I used to hate Nickelback when they came out, but I was into so much heavy metal back then. Like I wouldn't listen nothing but heavy metal, like the brutalest heavy metal on earth. Oh, they're from Canada. My bad. And Nickelback was like, nah, this is too soft rock for me. And then, hey, you get older, you just like, you start to listen to more things. You start to study jazz on school and that type of stuff. So you just go like, yeah, Nickelback it's acceptable now.
Oh wow, we
All
have
right,
so many people in the forums.
We do. We're about to raffle the next lucky miner. And by the way, Givesh, you did not say what was your answer to the fun fact.
The new one?
Yeah.
Nickel. Maybe A?
A? Russia?
Russia? Yeah. Though
there's a lot of
feel
people
like
going
Brazil,
for Russia.
Brazil is like somehow is saying in my mind that maybe it's Brazil. But I will go probably with Russia. I don't know.
Okay, let's wait for Maktak to give that fun fact. And in our end, we're about to raffle the next lucky miner of the day. One box is saying see Brazil. So we started with general, pickaxe owners, general. Yes, pickaxe owners. And we've got over the general, we've got 32 responses, and over pickaxe owners, we've got 20 responses so far. So let's do that. And welcome, PG Metaverse. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome.
Okay, so let's spin.
Let's spin, and good luck, everyone. 322 confirmed. I totally get you. Very mixed feelings about them. And who is going to be the next lucky miner? And it looks like it's going to be Blue Tulip or Fred and Ferd or even ML Tech. I'm not sure.
It seems like Fred and Ferd.
It does. Yep. Fred and Ferd, congratulations. Hey, you just got to be one of the lucky miners today. Hell yeah. Here it is. And if I'm not mistaken, he does have a gold pickaxe with him. So let's confirm that. And let's see what's going to be his choice. Gravel. I honestly thought you were going to pick sand, because you have been picking sand all the time. Okay, gravel. Let's do it. The correct option is A, Russia. Russia is the biggest producer of nickel in the world. Gibbers got it, that one. Who would have thought, would have known? Actually, most of the members did answer correctly.
Yep, we do have a gold pickaxe.
Okay, we have a gravel. So let me take note here. Gold pickaxe. We're mining gravel. And we're doing it for Fred and Ferd. So I want to ask everyone in the chat, please do send good luck to Fred and Ferd so that the Misty Mountain can hear and embrace all of that good luck and give back to him. So let's fucking mine and let's start this. Okay, back again to the thread. We're talking about start from the beginning. So there's a couple of things that happen is that most creators do feel overwhelmed by trying to do everything at the same time, and some also feel the blank page fright, which is something that writers do relate a lot, which is looking to a blank page and now you have to start to write. So there's a couple of techniques and ways to go around those challenges. So being overwhelmed by trying to do everything at the same time is something real that you might find yourself like trying to do decoration, and then you think, oh, but I forgot to do this part of the logic, and then, oh, I did not build this part of the map, and then I forgot I was about to put a quest in here, and then once you realized you're actually not completing any of the tasks you're identifying that you have to do. So I also do recommend for you to create just a text or have a journal with you that you just put like as a to-do list, and like game maker to-do list. And when you find yourself, I have my own to-do list, and usually I go like, okay, trading logic broken, this part, and it's on the to-do. It does not mean that I'm going to do it right away. It means that I have noted that I have this to do. Adding more quests just to give more pickaxes, again, on the to-do. Optimizing and removing moss, for example. And all of those are on the to-do. It does not mean that I'm actually doing them. And when I get some, okay, I'm going to open Game Maker, I'm going to spend here 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, or even do a full 8-hour work session. And okay, what am I going to start with? And you look at that list, okay, I do have to fix this logic. And you start with it, you finish it, you take it from the list, you move to the next one. Because if you do go freestyle and you keep hopping on and off from tasks, there's a chance that in the end you might have advanced in all of those, but you have not finished any. So starting one thing and finishing it and then moving on, in the long run will actually get you more productive and will get you a list of things that are completely list off. And we already got the silver ore.
Another silver ore.
And what do you mean by another? Is this the second?
I think, yeah.
Ooh. All right, Fred and Ferd. 2 silver ores, let's go. Starting good. And maybe we can get a sapphire for Fred and Ferd. That would be cool. It's not the last. There's blue diamond, but blue diamond only come out in stone blocks, so there's not a chance that we're going to see one. Another silver ore. And there's the sapphire, and I think sapphire does come out in dirt.
4th silver ore.
Okay, is this the 4th silver ore in row?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Not in row. Maybe 3rd in row.
Okay, 3rd. Let's see if we can break the record. The record was 3 in row, right?
I think maybe 4.
4. Okay.
3 seems like it happened sometimes, but like I think that the biggest streak was 4. Longest.
That's a nice record to hold.
Indeed, though it's not official at the moment. But yeah.
I think those are like just fun, like fun stuff. Like, hey, I hold the most prizes in row.
It's the underground achievements.
Yeah, like community achievements that they can brag on.
Oh,
okay.
Our Pickaxe has just broke.
That was fast. Wow. Okay, let's go to the vault.
We mined with diamond pickaxe before, so
yeah.
It feels like, yeah.
It does feel like it's fast. Well, it means that we have more time to raffle more pickaxes and get more lucky miners on the show.
Like, you're mining for 1 hour, then looking at your pickaxe and just asking, how are you here?
I would imagine that when the game goes live into the final version, there's going to be a lot of people that will just buy it straight the diamond pickaxe. Oh, 3, 4. Yeah, that's what I have 4. So 4 silver ores, that makes 0.4 sand that will be sent later on to your wallet. Fred and Ferd, congratulations. I hope that you had fun mining here today. And let's not waste any time. Let's... Oh, no, that's not how it works, but it's okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
No
it's
worries.
it completed
Yeah.
automatically. Huh. All right. I'm good at it. The quest is all about just giving pickaxes, so I don't mind. There it
Ooh.
is.
We got 2.
Now we got 2 pickaxes.
Yeah, so let's get that wheel.
Let's get a wheel, and while you spin it, I'm going to move into the next one, which is number 6. Be consistent, and this is something we repeat to ourselves. It's some sort of like mantra. Like you do not. There's times that you do need to make a sprint, especially if you have milestones to achieve, especially if you have some dates that you need to do things in before. But it should not be like that all the time. So we do approach more like life. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. If we do sprint all the time, there's a high chance that we will get either burned out from doing it, or you'll get demotivated in the meantime. So making it steadily, making it consistent throughout time, it's going to give you much more value than just trying to be super productive 3 days and then having to stop for another 3 days. If you're able to continuously do every day 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, the amount of hours you have available to put in without feeling yourself overwhelmed or that you're burning yourself, that will be the key factor for you to do a project for the long run. And I can state that this example does not only is valid for the sandbox and building here, it's actually for all the projects. And I'm seeing that we already got the next lucky miner, which is JDog7777. Congratulations.
Yep.
And let us know if you're here. Type in the chat so that you can claim your prize. So basically that's that. For example, I wrote myself a book and it took me about 2 years to write it. And it did not matter how much I would rush, because I've written like over 500 pages. You cannot write 500 pages in a week. That's just almost impossible. But I tried to keep like a steady 10 pages per day. And most of the times I would not achieve that goal of 10 pages. So I would move around 2 to 5 pages per day. But hey, it was not bad. Every day I was getting more pages written. And after a month, you would look back, I was like, oh, there's so much that's written now. And that's what it means to be consistent. It does not matter that you have to do it all at once, but if you keep doing it over time, it will come to a place that you look back and, hey, it's done. And good luck, Jay. Let's see what type of pickaxe you're going to get. If it falls under 1, it's an iron. If it falls under a 2, it's a silver pickaxe. And it looks like we're getting a silver pickaxe today. It confirms.
Yep.
All right, congratulations. You just got yourself a silver pickaxe. Now, we're going to mine, and you did pick both. I'm not sure which one is active now.
Yeah, I want to see what happens and check.
One of them is active, and it's the silver one. Okay. Oh, are we getting a message there again? Can you look at there, closer?
No, it seems we don't get any message.
Okay, perfect.
But doesn't look like there's 2.
It does look like there's something off, but it should be okay because it should kill 1. Okay, let's...
I think let's just get a silver
A
pickaxe.
silver pickaxe.
And
Okay.
yeah, now it's good. But just I wanted to see if we pick up two pickaxes at the same time, does it spawn two thingies? And it seems like
I'm not sure what happened there.
that.
And Wicked YouTube,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for the help.
Oh wow. Okay.
I bet you were about to
Yeah.
say that, no?
Gravel. All right.
Okay.
That was easy. Okay, let's mine gravel.
And everyone, please do wish good luck here for J-Dog so that he can get the most luck here in the Misty Mountain. And let's do it. Let's get some prizes. Let's get some resources out of here. We got some educational gravel, and let's keep mining. Back to the threads. So number 6, be consistent. Now for number 7, ask for help. And this is something that we started from the beginning, which is the SandFam community. It's one of the most amazing communities we have found.
1 silver ore.
Oh, nicely done. Congratulations. And taking a note here. So gravel, silver pickaxe, J-Dog, and 1 silver ore or silver nugget.
Silver ore.
Silver ore. Okay.
Hello, Roxy Miguel.
Buenas tardes. How you doing? So, number 7, ask for help. And there is no shame in asking for help. And like we're saying, the SandFam is one of the most friendly communities out there. Not even just regarding the play to earn, gaming. Overall, I would have to say, because there's a lot of people involved. Players, creators, investors. There are just too many different profiles of people that surround on the sandbox ecosystem. And it's one of the best communities I found. I'm a huge gamer myself. I've been part of many communities, including creating fantasy leagues and esports myself. And I'm very proud to be here and be part of the community. So
the pickaxe has been broken, but we
it
did
is
get
broken?
one. Yep.
Okay.
Silver pickaxe, and we're mining gravel, so yeah, it's quite fast. But we got 1 silver ore. I will just double checking it.
In the vault, yes, that's always very good. But just to finalize, so if you're a creator yourself, and this is about the game maker, these posts, so you should start with the first thing. That's also where we started. It's the Discord server of the sandbox. There's actually a tab that's not only one, but there's several tabs that are dedicated only for the game maker. So if you do not know where to start, I would say that's the perfect place to go. Also, giving again the same shout out we did on the beginning, there's plenty of game maker tutorials that you can find online on YouTube, on Twitch, and they're made by Althork and Cyberdragon. Of course, there's a lot of tutorials made from other members, but we wanted to give a special shout out to these two. Now, going forward,
what did the previous winner win?
The previous winner, Fred and Ferd, win 4 silver ores.
4 silver ores. So we did trade 2 of them. So yeah, just because I found some silver ores in the vault, I have to really sell them every time just to make sure.
I'll just put them aside like that. You just did.
I think it was only 1 silver ore. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure about that.
No, it was. I also was taking notes. And hey, we still got 30 minutes, and we've got time for more lucky miners. I would say that we should keep raffling those. And while we do so, I'll try also to get into the final of this list. We're into the 7, so we're almost finishing this one. So number 7 was done. If you need, ask for help. There's no wrong in asking for help. We did it a lot of times, and we'll keep doing it if we need. So number 8 is learn and master. And here it seems like it's deviating a little bit, but also can be on topic regarding game makers. So whatever you're building, make sure you master it. Look up from up and down, left and right, and make sure you have answers for all the questions. So in this case, I would have to say for the Pickaxe Master, we have different masters. So if you want to ask anything that's related to map building, that's related to how this map was designed, I'm not the one that has mastered that one, but Gibbs is. I'm pretty sure that he'll be able to answer you like, hey, why did you place this like this? Or why did you make this part like that? So if you have an answer for all of those questions, it means that whatever you've built was made with purpose because you know why you have done that. We got Blue Tulip as the
Yeah,
next lucky
but
miner.
like 1 pixel away from Go West. I'm pretty sure it was 1 pixel away, or
Yeah,
even on my screen, it's like right in between. So yeah, Blue Tulip. Um,
let's see if he's here on the chat. And regarding mastering, oh, we got here Blue Tulip. Okay. Blue Tulip, you just got yourself to be the next lucky miner. We're going to confirm what type of pickaxe you own in your wallet. And while in the meantime, please let us know what type of blocks you want to mine. Ten dirt, 10 clay. Okay, this is a gold pickaxe then. And here we go.
all right, so let's probably mine 10 clay first.
Let's start with that one. All good to go. Let's mine. Everyone, please do type in good luck here for Blue Tulip, as we want Blue Tulip to have the most possible luck here in the Misty Mountain. It could be your turn, and you also want that luck. So let's share the luck among each other. And from our end, Blue Tulip, good luck. We want to see some good prizes.
Always.
Okay, to finish that topic about master, learn and master. So in terms of here, so if you're working alone, you should be mastering all the parts that's you're trying to do. When we say master, and we're talking about question, is if you do have an answer for any question that might be asked upon what you've built, it means that whatever you've built has been built with a purpose, and that's copper ore. And if it's been built with purpose, that's very good because you're building something that you actually want to build. You're not making things by accident or by luck or by mistake. You have a purpose that you're actually driving you to do that. For example, if we talk about logic, we have to talk about Buskiller. He's the one that masters it. For example, me and Givesh can talk a bit about it, but he's the one that masters. And while doing a teamwork, it's pretty much important that we have all of those departments, let's call it like that, covered. So in our end, we do not, each one of us does not master one individual thing. But as a team, we can cover all of those topics as well. So I'm taking notes here, and we've got one copper ore.
Yep.
And did it drop anything else already?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I just want to finish this list very fast. And going to the number 9 is feedback, which is pretty much self-explanatory. So listening is frequently more important than talking. Never underestimate your members and players. The questions and their feedback. If they are willing to spend their time to give you their feedback, it's because they care and want the project to have success. And this is something that we've constantly been asking around is for feedback. And if you are old enough in here, you've got two copper ores.
Yeah. There was a 2-second copper ore, but I'm just watching that I mined 1 clay too much.
Okay, I think we can live with that. Don't worry. So regarding feedback, if you're old enough in here, you know that most of the suggestions that were given and that were thrown in here, they are already implemented. So having that in consideration, because when you're building a game, although it's your passion because you like to build games, but there's also enjoyment. There's a lot of enjoyment when having people playing your game and having fun in your game. And I think that's the end goal for any game dev is for people to have fun playing the game. So if someone does take the time to write a feedback to you,
I don't know.
take in consideration, listen, read what's there. So iron ore.
Well, one thing that I think that we should also speak is about the things that you don't want, like, if you're talking about like creating games and it's a passion, but there is also a lot of things creating games which is not interesting, which is like you just have to do it.
Hmm.
um, and those are, at least for me, probably the hardest thing, because it's always very easy to just grab something new and start learning there, and just developing in a fast experience. I see that a lot of mainstream experience are really fast fast developed, just because of people who developing, they're probably trying to develop them as fast as possible and just go on to the other thing. um, and yeah, I think that we could also talk about a bit about these two different approaches. Like
Hmm.
there is a fast way to develop, and I think there is other techniques to develop. Um, yeah, and
I'm
I see
curious
that
what you were saying, like about you
it's
love game design, but there's other things evolved that are not that.
for example, like
Yeah.
z facing, or like not z facing, but z facing is on artist, though.
Okay.
um Also, for example, like the engine might have don't have a item counting list. So basically there is a list, but there is no way to count them. So basically then you're like, have some decisions, or I do count one by one, or do I don't get this information. So I would also like, there is also the thing to control mm, the tasks that are difficult, because some tasks for some people are very easy, for other people some tasks are quite difficult. And like when you're building alone, I, I i I don't have much experience on that, but I imagine that some things might not be finished. I don't know if you're really developing alone and try to develop as fast as possible. So you have to like right find the right spot. So basically, if you're making a really complicated experience, you will take too much time. And as a person alone, you have to think like, what is the result that I want to make, and how fast I can come up with it. I think while developing alone, not in team, this is very important, because when it starts to work with a team, then it's in some parts very easier, but in some other parts it's a bit needed a bit more processing power. So, and also there is another thing when working with team, um, decision making. Like for example, me and Gush like designed this vault, so we were working very closely together, like talking all day how we are going to do this. um, and decisions, you always like to have to find the middle ground between the opinions, because usually people have not the exact same idea, or the exact same vision. And just finding the right approach to that. I think that is one thing that I also noticed improving, at least while building in Sandbox, while just how to come up with good decisions between the different opinions of idea, or just visual finalization. Um, yeah, and I don't know how to help it, but I think that some people should think about, like, how are I'm if I'm working with other people, how are we deciding on whose opinion is like putting the dot on that question. Um, I don't know. Yeah, it's
It
it's
is a very valid thought, I have to say. Well, in my experience, in terms of how it was built, I think that you and Gush had pretty much a green light to do whatever he wanted. So
True.
it was very easy just to decide because it was pretty much whatever he wanted.
Yeah, though actually for a builder it was completely the opposite. It was not easy because you could
Hmm.
do everything, and when you have, a really like if you have an image, a generated image of the experience that you're building, it's 10 times easier. At least, well, maybe not 10 times, but at least 2 times easier. Because you have reference, and once you have reference, you could yeah, build on top. While you don't have any reference, then you're just straight putting out of your head, and mm, the inside of the head is a bit different space than than GameMaker or the other engine, and basically to make that vision as close as possible is not easy. It's very not easy. Um,
That's what we're talking about: measure twice, build once. And that completely goes like having those reference back before even you start. And we started to do a different, like a new expansion. And there's a lot of things that we've learned in the meantime. And yeah, just thinking about it, on how to plan before actually building, it just really saves a lot of time because you can already see the experience done before you actually do it, because you have so many references and so many thoughts already placed in that it will be just a matter of doing it. And give it, I think we have time for more
yep,
raffles.
yep, yep. I'm just got that same idea.
Let's do
Going
it.
for to get that list.
And Fred and
Oh,
Ferd has a
the
really
list is
good.
keep going bigger. It just
That
grows
is
and
good.
grows.
So now we're going for general, correct? I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
not sure.
Yep.
Okay, so Fred and Fred is saying something very relevant, which is, I think a hard part is not being emotional about the feedback you get. It comes with life experiences, but feedback so necessary. Yes, it is. Feedback, for example, when we got into Joseph's stream on the GMA show, we got very good feedback, but I have to say, like, it was pretty much heartbreaking because, like, he was just trapped there in the maze. It was like, I cannot do anything. I'm a new player. I'm inexperienced, and I'm lost in here. And it felt like
Yeah.
very brutal to say, like a very raw feedback and brutal, but it was very honest. And
Yeah.
although it might like, god damn it, this was like a very good time to shine on the stream and get them mining, and like, hey, this is a very cool thing, but it did the opposite and it did not find its way to actually the gameplay. But the feed but because of that, we were able to get crucial feedback on how to make the game better, and when the game goes live, that does not repeat again. Although he might have been like, god damn it, like Fred was saying, you get emotional about it because it's your baby that you're building here, you're spending a lot of time. But in the end, if you can distance yourself and learn from what's being sent to you, it was the best feedback. Actually, looking down at it, I could have not asked for a better experience from him, because the way that he played and the way that he was not being able to play, it only made it possible that we could do the experience better. And welcome, United Grand Halls. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. And we got Julio FC as one of the lucky miners. And let's see if Julio is around watching the stream so that he can claim the prize. I think that Julio has won like 4 times the lucky miner and he never got to claim his prize. Like how to be
Maybe he's a bot.
unlucky. How to be unlucky? No, he's not. I actually know Julio. I met him from a different streamer. Uh, so I know that he's a real person. But how to be unlucky in all that luck, like getting 4 times lucky miner and not actually mining 1 time. Planning is important. Yes, planning is very important. So let's also finish these very fast. And number 10 on that. So in case you're wondering, like, what are we reading? This is a Twister. Looking at the Twister in front of me, the Wheel of Fortune, that's a Twister. But the Twitter thread that we wrote 2 days ago, I believe, or one day ago, and it was some things we've learned during the past year of building in the Game Maker. Although the next one is not totally related, and I feel like we deviated a little bit on this point, but we'll explain it why. So did Julio come here?
I don't see it. I'm trying just to add it on the screen. That
Mhm.
maybe he or she just sees it, that we're waiting for it,
Okay.
or for it to come back. But
And
probably
it
we
does
will
not
need
look
to. Maybe
to
he's just
re-raffle.
like, I don't want to mine. I just want to watch.
Okay, let's re-raffle then. Let's do it again.
Sure.
And again, good luck to everyone. We're going to re-raffle and see who gets to be the next lucky miner. Oh, he's here. Wait, that was on time.
Okay.
That was like really on time. Julio, congratulations. It's the fourth time you get to be the lucky miner, but actually the first you get to mine. I'm happy. Okay. We will have to. Did you confirm if he has a pickaxe on his wallet?
He does not.
He does not. So we're going to raffle a pickaxe for you. If it falls under 1, it's going to be an iron pickaxe. If it falls under a 2, it's going to be a silver pickaxe. So good luck, and we're going to raffle. Let's do it. Hey, now that Julio is here, everyone, please do type in good luck so that Julio can get some really good prizes. And on the next streams, when he gets to be the lucky miner, he won't be missing it. Julio, we have 5 different type of mineable blocks, which includes. Okay, I don't understand almost any English. Okay, Julio, there are 5 types of blocks: sand, dirt, clay, gravel, and stone. You just got yourself a silver pickaxe, which has 25 hit points. Here you can see how much HP those mineable blocks will take away from your pickaxe. Which blocks do you want to mine? Sand, dirt, clay, gravel, or stone? To make your life easier, pick one.
Like, yeah, like from 1 to 5.
Sand. Okay, perfect. We're going to mine some sand. Everyone, please do type in good luck for Julio FC, as we want to see some good prizes dropping here today. And the best prize we could get.
I
Oh,
feel some
there's a
luck.
call already.
Yep, I feel some luck actually this time.
You do?
Like,
Nice.
like
Silver.
having it here this time
sand.
after 4 times of not being, like, this kind of quantum entanglement and quantum states are in good
Like
in
he
good
has
style.
stacked up. He has stacked up the luck. Like he has massive. Like when you're throwing out the spell on RPG and you're just buffing
Yeah.
up, like getting all those spells, you're getting super strong. That's really right now. Oh, look at this.
The coal.
2 coals already. It's just been stacking up that coal until like, okay, now I'm super powerful. I'm going in. Now it's the time.
Like,
Okay,
he won 4 times, but statistically did not use them. So statistically, it has like 4 no, no, it does not.
Nah,
Like,
it does
it's
not.
equal RNG.
And by the way, I'm not sure if I did say welcome to pre-app. Welcome here, As. I was seeing your messages, but I do not remember welcoming you to the chat. Thank you for being here. And just to finish, so we're almost closing, I would want to do 2 things. Actually, go over all that Twitter thread and get the last fun fact of the day. So, Mukdak, if you please, do give us the last fun fact of the day that might or not be included in the next quiz, in the quiz on Friday. Never know. I'm not sure how many fun facts we did, but it's been like a lot of those in the meantime.
Will we participate also?
Who, Mukdak?
Me and you.
Us? No, well, we will be participating as streaming, so this will happen live on the Discord server, and we'll be streaming the Discord server. So
I was just
basic,
thi-
if we
sorry.
can participate on it, that would not be fair because we're present in all of those.
True, true. I was just thinking, do I have to get ready for the challenge?
Oh, to be a good commenter, yes. To wish good luck, yes. Okay. Did you know that, Gibush? The Salar, the Salar de Uyuni. Okay, forgive me. The Salar of Uyuni in Bolivia is a giant desert made of salt. This is considered one of the largest salt reserves in the world. I did not know that. I'm very intrigued and I'm going to search. So, Salar de Uyuni.
Uh,
Roxy Miguel, did I say it right? Salar de Uyuni. Okay, here it is. Oh, this looks a bit out of this world. Hmm. So it is in Bolivia, South America, and it's the biggest and the highest, actually, as well, salt desert in the world, with 10,000 square kilometers. How much salt is there? Ooh,
10,000 square kilometers.
that's a lot.
But like in tons, probably hundreds of thousands.
And PG Metaverse is saying, yes, mate is where they did a lot of movies there. I did not know that. Huh. Can you reference a few? Just so like, oh, so that was where it was filmed. Maybe it's easier. There's a legend. Ooh, I love legends.
Well, why like the lakes of salt is just because they're very flat. So people are just trying new contraptions, new cars, and interesting things inside those. Like not inside, but it's like perfect place for testing. Like there is no anything, and it's completely flat.
They run races. Ah, because it's so smooth. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
Star
actually,
Wars.
the top speed for car was reached
Mm-hmm.
in
There.
Salt Sea. I'm not sure if there, but there are many salt seas, not seas, but um,
Lakes, maybe.
salt lakes. Yeah, and people do race in them. Yeah.
Because it's
Also, there's
smoother. Hmm.
it's yes. It's so basically if you're going faster than sound, um, top speed like cars,
Mm-hmm.
um, they are doing in those just because of flatness and because of safety.
Yeah, there's nothing around. And probably there's less friction than asphalt. So you can
Uh,
reach maybe higher top speeds. So PG
if not
Metaverse
for
is saying,
friction,
mm-hmm.
uh, uh, no worries. Just in case, if not for friction, cars would not move. So the friction between the road and the wheel is the most important thing.
Oh yeah, of course. But when it comes to a certain speed, it also might be the one that decelerates. So back here to the mining session, we're in the vault, and how much coal did we get?
Too cold.
Okay, two
I
coal.
thought that it would be more, but it's too cold.
It's not bad at all. Julio, you just got yourself two coal, and you'll be receiving these prizes in your wallet today. So congratulations. I hope that you had fun. Fourth time, fifth time, this was for real. And we've got 5 minutes. I think we still got time for one last raffle, I would say. And
Mm,
on this last one, since we don't want to I want to do a special one. We would do a general, and we will do a silver pickaxe. It does not matter what if you do own or not own. It's going to be a silver pickaxe just because we're 5 minutes ending the stream, and we just want to keep it controlled. So I'm not sure how many we have raffled today. We have raffled a lot of pickaxes today. Okay, we're already into 7 pickaxes that have been raffled. So we're going to raffle the 8th pickaxe, and it's going to be a silver one, and we'll just go for general. So good luck, everyone, and let's get the final. And regarding the Twitter thread, I feel like we're not getting it completed. So no worries. If you're interested, just go there, take a look, and have fun. Hope that you learned something with it and you enjoyed the what also we have learned in here during our experience in the game maker. And Surudoi Rio is the next lucky miner. So Surudoi, if you're still watching the stream, please do type in the chats something so we know that you're here and that you can claim your prize.
Oh,
Hey,
cool.
we got him in that. Surudoi Rio is in the house. So that's a silver pickaxe for you. Congratulations. Let's get that one. And what blocks will you be choosing? So silver. This is for Surudai Rio. And I'm also getting the statistics out of this week, which is something we started to do. So how much sand is being distributed per week? And since this will be the end of this week, right now we are at 21 sand distributed. Last week it was 15 sand, 15.half, and this one is 21.half. So this is some good average. Just sand. Okay. All right, Surulariu, good luck. Everyone, please do type good luck in the chat so Surulariu gets the best possible luck here in the Misty Mountain, and we'll be mining sand. So let's do it. All good to mine. Good luck. So PG Metaverse was saying that still regarding the fun fact was about the biggest desert made of salt, which is located in Salar de Uyuni. And PG Metaverse was saying that there was a lot of movies that were filmed there, and we got a call. And over 25 movies have already been recorded, included the Star Wars.
I would argue there's much more, because there is maybe 25 really popular movies, but
That's why I said over, just not give it that.
Oh,
Another call. Okay. Feels like the same start with Julie FC all over again.
Do you like independent creator movies, like people who are filming with very old cameras or making really strange movies, not mainstream movies?
I don't watch many movies actually.
Okay.
Well, I do not actually what you said. I do not care much about the filming technique. I do care more about the arguments because usually when I'm watching, I like philosophical type of movies, things that make my brain think. I can remember, for example, these were mainstream movies, but I was thinking about Inception, Interstellar, just as an example. Oh, we got another call. Let's go. That's the third. So, movies that make you think, that make you look things into perspective, are the ones that I enjoy the most. So, if they are recorded this way or that way, does not matter much. And what about you?
I really love the, as you say, philosophical movies, or I really strong on the idea. So probably one of the favorite films is The Fontaine,
The
and
Fountain.
The Fountain. Yeah.
Oh, I did not watch that one. Let me take a note.
Also probably, oh, how it's in Prestige in English. Those
Prestige?
movies which try to which are twisted, but actually, yeah, those movies are a bit hard just because they are still somewhat Hollywood made.
Mm-hmm.
And I start to really enjoy movies which are created by small teams and really just passionate people. Though I'm not saying that mainstream movies are not made by not passionate people, but at least for me, it's really interesting to see not a professional movie, just because I feel somehow closer to it. I feel like that film has more relevance to me.
It's more
Um,
human, probably
yeah,
as well.
it's more close to me. Like those movies are for cinemas and millions of people, and once you find a really how to call it underground pearl of some sort of movie, it starts to really it's yeah.
It also
So
feels special. Like it's not that super. Like you when you discover that band that's really
mhm.
underrated, no one knows about it. Like, oh my god, this is so good, and like you feel like you're one of those very few people that has found this jam. Like, oh my god, I found this jam. Like no one knows about these guys. These guys are about to get big, or their music is so good, and I can relate to that as well.
Yeah. So what I feel about that those movies is that feeling. Oh, that bad.
That bat is pushing you all over.
So yeah. Regarding the mainstream movies, but they are like although cinematographic, like really nice camera movements and nice really good looking shots also really attract me, because I think that cinematography, I don't know if it's pronounced that way, at least it's not similar in Lithuanian, um, is really cool thing. I think it's real artsy
It
to
is.
create really nice looking shots.
It's the photography. So my brother-in-law, he watches movies. He's a photographer, so he watches movies. Like most of it is just looking at photography, like how things are filmed, like what's the plan, and it's just like, oh my god, this is so good. It does not have to do anything with the story. It doesn't have anything to do with acting. It's just like how it was filmed. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. Okay. Different things serve different people. And treated to confirm this thing, Inception, Interstellar, and The Prestige is all of those are Nolan movies.
Hmm.
Yeah, Nolan is a very interesting. Is a I think he screenwrites. I think he writes the play and he directs the movie as well. So I think he does both as well.
And Gizwiz is agreeing 100%. Big studios
Hmm.
models is broken, and new vendors produced is part of the reason. It's part of the reason why migrated to Web3. Yeah, I think yeah. Web3 is more able to, at least at this moment, it's really open for people who are just starting and do not have like a like Disney is probably coming to Web3, but people are coming faster than Disney. So
And it does not matter
probably
if Disney comes to Web3. I think that it's just a possibility of being closer, connected. Oh, well, I took notes here, and I've got 3 coal, and I've got 2 coal from Julio. So two
so that's
coal plus
probably
3, that's 5. That's
yep, that's
the number
probably
we've
what
got there.
happened. So we have got three.
Hmm. So I've got 2 coal by Julio and 3 coal. So it does match.
Yep. And did you write down those 3 copper and 1 iron ore?
Oh, yes, I did. That
Okay,
was for Blue Tulip. 1 iron and 3 copper.
nice.
Oh well, this has been the lucky miners for today. We did mine a lot today. We've got 8 lucky miners, and a lot of prizes have been won. All of them will be sent out later today to your wallet addresses. It will be sent in the Polygon network. So later on today, you'll be checking your wallet and you're like, hey, where did this sand come from? It came from the Pickaxe Master. It came from your mining activities. Oh well, having that said, I do want to make again another. I want to underline this again because next Friday we're going to have a quiz that will be based on the fun facts that we had here during the Lucky Miner show that we have been running for over the last 6-8 months. I'm not quite sure how long. Mukbuk, maybe you can help us how long we have been doing together all these fun facts, but I can guarantee for sure over 6 months that we've been doing this. So we have compiled the coolest ones, the ones that had more retention or everyone enjoyed the most. So you'll see them, you're like, oh, I remember this one. This is the answer for that one. And they're like, oh, this was like a very long time, but I don't remember the answer. It's this one. And it's funny because I already did the quiz with him just to test it out. And it's funny when you look at it, I was like, oh, damn, I really nailed this information. Like, I did not remember on top of my head this information, but now that I'm looking at it, I recognize it. So this is stored somewhere here. And it's pretty cool to know that after these 6 months of having a lot of fun facts, I can call myself much more better educated in geology. And I hope that also is the same for you, Gibash, and for everyone that's watching this stream that also feels a bit more educated in geology and that it has expanded, even though through fun facts. So next Friday, 3 p.m. UTC, join in. There's going to be some prizes. There's going to be a gold pickaxe NFT for the winner of the contest. So make sure you are here on time. We'll be streaming. We'll be commenting it. You don't want to miss that fun. It's one of the kind happening here on the Pickaxe Master. For today's stream on the Lucky Miner, I think this is about it. We've mined a lot, and we want to thank you for being here all this time. And we're very grateful to have your presence and just to play this game with us as we go together into the launch into the sandbox. It's been quite a journey. Every day that passes by, we're getting closer into delivering into the sandbox, and we cannot wait to give you more updates as we are able to unlock them. So everyone, thank you for being here. We will see each other on Friday. And Gibash, before we go, do you want to say some last words to everyone that's watching the stream?
Definitely. Thank you everyone for being here. We appreciate, and let's see around. Let's see on Friday.
Let's see on Friday, and let's fucking mine. There's also one last thing. I know that Wicked U2, which is the moderator in the Pickaxe Master, is planning to do a social activity with everyone. So stay tuned, pay attention, because we might have something to do all together. Just wanted to finish with that one. And everyone, thank you for being here. We'll raid someone that's also streaming so we can continue this party all together. See you on Friday and have a good week. Cheers.
See ya.
In ancient times, the secret mountain was sealed by the dwarf titans with 5 powerful.
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has 2 things about it. One, it's filled with golds and diamonds. And there is some kind of weird magic.
What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?